Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 14 of the Soup Podcast. Today we got a crazy off-the-rails hype podcast with the Colton Gregory. What's going on, Colton?
Welcome, guys. Welcome. I'm glad to be here. Very honored. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on,
I'm
man.
really excited for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I don't know, just the whole entire atmosphere and just everything that you're doing. I'm just excited to be on, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's nice to have you.
Thank you.
Haven't seen you in a while.
I know, dude. It has been a while. I feel like that's a common occurrence on all your. I think you need to hang out with more people.
Yeah, I think I'm just a huge loser.
No, I wouldn't say that you're a huge loser, but I just feel like all the Soup podcast episodes that I've heard, you're always like, man, I haven't seen you in so long. I think you just need to start. Hey, but it's a good thing, I guess. I guess you're getting back together with people because of this. So
Yeah, I don't interact with anyone.
yeah,
I only do the podcast. That's the only time I ever leave my house.
Yeah,
when I'm doing an episode.
That's like the only time you'll text people and be like, hey, can you please be on my podcast? I need more friends.
Yeah. Can you please be on my podcast? I have not talked to anyone for the past 3 weeks. And they're like, yeah, sure, I'll come on. I slipped them a note in the middle of recording, I don't know, my address. I'm like, please free me.
Yeah, please.
I'm locked in a jail cell.
So what's been up with you, man? You want to update your audience? Anything new?
Yeah, nothing super. I mean, we got stuff in the works, obviously. And you have stuff in the works that we're talking about.
Yeah, classified information right now.
Yeah, we don't have stuff in the works, actually. That's what we'll tell them.
Yeah.
So then they're not.
Definitely do not have stuff in the works,
Yeah,
guys.
just been super lazy.
Yeah.
No ideas. But no, nothing crazy. Getting near the end of the semester, so.
Finals week, dude.
Yeah, just doing, busy work. Some of my professors don't hear this. They'll be like, it's not busy work.
I did, dude. It's so frustrating. This grind up to finals week. I don't know. I feel like it's a weird kind of thing though, because I was so stressed 2 weeks ago, but then I don't know if anybody else feels like this. So I want people to respond to Matt, and you can tell me.
Okay.
I just feel like everything's so stressful at the beginning of April, when there's a month left, and then I don't know, for some reason this last week and these last 2 weeks of classes, I feel like I am not as stressed as I should be. I know finals week is hard and there's a lot and there's a ton to it, but I don't know. I feel like I've already kind of chilled out and got into summer mode on accident. So
Yeah.
I just need to kind of bring it back. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I'd agree with you a little bit there. I think the beginning of April, I think it's kind of you are damn, these are the final 3 weeks of the semester. I gotta book it into high gear or something like that. At the beginning of April, because I thought that too. A couple weeks ago, I'm sitting there with a couple guys in this group project we're doing, and I was like, yeah, just think of, because it's an NIL class and we're doing a project about different brands and stuff that we think could partner with different athletes, and I'm like, yeah, just think about this, and well, I'll do it when it gets closer to finals week, and I'm like, we're not super close, but at the time we're like, oh, it's only a couple of weeks, man. You might want to start thinking about this stuff now. He's like, oh damn, I didn't know it was that close. So yeah, it is kind of just been I feel like this entire year has just flown by.
Yeah, I kind of had a realization a few weeks ago where I was like, dude, there are 3 weeks left. This was actually this was last Monday. I was just looking at my calendar on Canvas any normal day, and I was just hold on, why what? There's
Yeah.
only 3 weeks left. It is kind of crazy, but I'm glad that we're almost there, dude. We just got to keep pushing through. Just got to keep getting it.
Woo.
Woohoo, dude.
This is our junior year.
Yeah, technically. I think after this semester, I don't know about you, but I'll be considered a senior credit hours wise.
Yeah, I have. So when do you graduate?
I see. The thing is, if I was just doing my stats degree, which for those of you who don't know, I'm doing a double major in math and stats. But if I was just doing the stats degree, I would graduate next year. Okay. But with the math degree, it's a little bit longer, and there's a lot of classes that are split up, and I need to probably do 2 or 3 more years.
Okay, So I thought I was going to be graduating, I thought it was just going to be 2 years out of high school. And I got to I'm graduating it's fall of 24, I think. So it's kind of 2.5 years. So it's a little more than just the 2 years. But yeah, fall of 24. So it's weird.
I know, we got to start thinking of internships and
Yeah.
all that stuff, dude. I'm not ready for that, man. I don't know how some people do it. I just couldn't imagine already the workload that we have and the stuff, and if you have another job or whatever, but if you're trying to get a co-op or an internship, like I need to start talking to older students who have
Yeah.
done that and they need to figure it out.
Yeah, I had someone ask me the other day. They're like, "So have you gotten into the internship stuff yet?" And I was like, "Well, it's not. I'm not majoring in like finance or business or something like that. Like, I don't know. Oh, I mean, it's a communications degree, so I could go like internship with like something that's not necessarily what I want to do. Like I could go do like a PR HR internship or something. But yeah, I was like, oh, I mean, it's not really like they like go, okay, it's this semester you have to go intern somewhere. So it's kind of just like you got to go do it yourself if you
Yeah,
want to.
I feel like it would be a little hard for you. I mean, I feel like the only really internships you'd have would just be like radio networks or like
Yep.
I don't know, any sports network or anything. I mean, like that's going to be hard to get, but I don't know. I feel like with communications and like what you want to do, like I feel like I could agree there's not much out there.
Yeah. I've tried kind of looking at like news channels and stuff because I'm a communications major and then a journalism minor. So it's kind of like I would totally be okay with doing like sports journalism. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm just looking at like news channels and stuff because I know some people who work at them and I'm like, hey, you got internships? And they're like, oh, yeah, I'll ask about it and stuff. So it's like just trying to find something there.
Yeah, you'll find it. You're got a glowing personation, so you're
Oh,
gonna.
thanks, man. You too.
Thanks,
You're a very
dude.
smart guy.
Thanks, dude. Should we just like kiss?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you'll figure it out. And everybody else, like internships are always hard, but everybody always gets through it at some point.
Yeah, I think it's probably, I think it's kind of like, college. Like, I mean, it's obviously like the next step, but you think about college and you're like, oh man, like it's however many years away. I don't know. You're in like junior year of high school. You're like, holy shit, college is 2 years away. Like, I feel like I need to start worrying about this stuff now. And then you get to college and you're like, oh, well, it's not as bad as I was expecting. Not as scary.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of it is just trying to find your groove, like
Right.
trying to find like where you're comfortable, where you fit at, whether that's going out and doing more with NKU, like being a part of a frat or sorority or anything like that, or just being like me and just commuting and just kind of only really doing commuting and focusing on the school aspect. I just feel like you just got to find the groove where you're comfortable at. I feel like everybody's so different at college, but that's what's awesome about it is everybody's just kind of doing their own thing, trying to get their degree in their own way. And it's just kind of cool like to see everybody do it in their own way.
Mm-hmm. I think that's probably the biggest reason why it is like, I don't know, like we were joking about at the beginning, like I haven't seen you in a while, and like that's like a recurring theme with my guests. It's like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. It's like my schedule is so, I don't know, it's not like high school where it's like get up at this time, get there at that time, leave at this time every single day. It's like a couple weeks ago, one of my professors, she was pregnant and she had to go to the hospital early, so it's like that class is all online now, and so I only have one class every day except for Friday, and it's just like it's not like it's at 9 or 10. It's like middle of the day. Well, one of my classes starts at 10, but it's like it's middle of the day. I got a class on Mondays and Wednesdays that starts at 2, and so it's just like right spot in the middle of the day. It's not like I'm seeing many people, and we're not taking gen eds and stuff, so it's like I'm not seeing, I don't know, like Nolan or some of these other guys like in passing and stuff or in class. It's like I do see them like every once in a while in passing, and so it is like I don't see my guest last week, Fred. It's his first year, and so like he hasn't taken any dual credits or anything, so it's like I don't get to see him very often because he's taking a lot of gen eds. Trevor, he is taking just nerdy classes. He's taking super nerdy stuff, so it's like I don't see. It's just I don't know. It's just like I feel like now our schedules are also different and stuff. Well, also different in the fact of like what we're taking, and so it's like your stats and math, and I'm doing communications. Trevor's doing he's doing
chemistry.
Okay, chemistry. I was going to say biography, but
biography.
Biology.
Yeah, dude, that's definitely a degree.
But yeah, I don't know. It's just I feel like we all got so many different things, and it's like we don't think about, I guess, making the time as much. But I do think we should. I think me and Trevor should start to hang out more.
Yeah, we definitely need to. Speaking of Fred, he probably doesn't know that we're friends, but if he listens to this, he'll know. But me and Lauren took German with him. Like we were in his German class last semester. Like we were in the same one, and I
Yeah.
heard him talking about Dr. Filer and how much he loved Dr. Filer, and we all love Dr. Filer too. But that was like probably like my last like gen ed class that I'll take was German. Like not like gen ed, but like common class. Like
Yeah.
I have like kind of my academic plan set out, and it's all just nerdy classes for my degree, and it's
Yeah.
like I feel like that's one of the hardest challenges of college too, is like getting through those classes. Like kind of, I mean, some people are more open than others and like make more friends easier and stuff, but I feel like me, like I just have like my core group of friends and stuff, and I'm not very outgoing and stuff, and I feel like that's like part of the difficulty with it is being able to go through those classes without a ton of friends, because most of the time you guys are doing different things like we are. Like we're doing completely different tracks, so like I don't think we'll ever have a class together again.
Right.
And it's just like kind of a weird thing to traverse through, I guess.
Mm-hmm. And it's, we're taking classes with like, I don't know, like juniors and seniors and stuff now. Like Parrish Kermeans, he's a junior, and it's like me and Trevor knew him from. Do you know Paris?
I feel like I don't know him. I think I've met him once or twice, like at Trevor's, but like I don't like know him personally. Like I don't talk to him and stuff.
But it's like the only reason I've become like good friends with him is like knew him before, and then like I come along to college, I'm taking classes with like juniors and stuff, and it's like I just happen to run into him again, and so it's kind of just like, oh, like what are the chances? But like I don't really think I've gone into any of my other classes and been like, yeah, I'm good friends with this guy, or I'm good friends with that guy. It's like I'll talk to you in that class, and that's probably about it.
Yeah.
And we're both commuters, so it's like maybe if we were living on campus or in a frat or doing rec sports or something like that, maybe it'd be a little different. But I think commuting changes it a lot, because it is like you're not permanently there.
Yeah.
So.
I agree, but also at the same time, commuters are comfy too. Like, I mean, I'm comfy being a commuter. I could, I do not want to. I mean, no offense, I do love NKU. Like, I love it as a campus, and I couldn't imagine going anywhere else to school. But like, I don't want to live here.
No,
like I couldn't do it.
No, yeah. Well, let's talk about your soup. What soup did you bring?
I brought actually ramen, which one of your sisters brought ramen too.
Yes,
but she brought chicken flavor, didn't she? So I brought the actual unanimously best flavor, the soy sauce flavor. Okay. It's a hard take. I don't know how other people feel about it, but definitely the soy sauce is the best flavor.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a run-in, a little bit of an issue trying to get this made go to Founders, and the microwave's not working, so had to walk with a full bowl of water and dry ramen to Student Union.
And you know what's great about ramen? It's something that I feel like it's just like the college behavior. Like it's just
exactly.
It's just like I don't know. It just hits different. Like it's cheap and it's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, that was very good. It was a good first bite. Let me sit there. I'll give you a rating. I'm gonna give it an 8.4.
8.4? All right. 8. I'll take that. I'll take that.
It's very good.
What was the chicken flavor rating? That's my question.
I think the chicken I gave a 9.
Ah, shoot. So you like the chicken? I do agree that like the chicken is a little bit more saltier, but I like this more because it's not as salty.
I'm also really used to the chicken. Like when I was growing up, the ones we ate were like chicken and beef. That was it. And then it was like as I got older, I ate like the shrimp kind a little bit more. So this is my second time ever having this.
The soy sauce?
Yeah.
Yeah.
First time I didn't like it that much because, I don't know, whoever it was made it. They made it really weird. And I was like, I'll be a fan.
Yeah, it's all about the presentation. It's all about how you make it.
Yeah, that's what got you. So it was actually sitting at a 2.4, but the presentation of your ramen bumped it up 6 points.
I mean, hey, I guess I'll take it. I'll take that.
So what is ramen like your favorite soup?
I would say. I heard Fred talking about taco soup the last time, which taco soup's really good. You need to try it. You need to get some. But, I mean, I always love a tomato soup with grilled cheese. I was debating that, but then I was like, that's gonna be too hard to make the grilled cheese and bring that and everything. So I was like, I'll just do the ramen because it's kind of, just college, just how it is. But I don't know. I would say it's pretty much up there though.
Mm. Did you eat this a lot growing up?
I did eat it a little bit growing up, but I'm more eating it now because we're in college and I'm living with 2 roommates and stuff, and I don't live with my parents, so it's like it's just quick and cheap. So it's just like I've kind of grew to love it.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. I think it's really good. It's a really good option.
Well, thanks, dude.
So my first soup in a while too.
Yeah, I know you, dude. What was it? Has it been 2 episodes, 3 episodes that you haven't
2
had soup?
episodes. Yeah. I don't remember what even was the last episode that I had soup. Oh, it was myself.
Yeah, it was the.
And
I love that episode.
yeah, because me, Paris, and Trevor, we're all gonna bring our own soups. They both didn't have time to go get soup before we started, and it was pouring rain. And I didn't want to
Walk back and forth.
Yeah, and get drenched for like a bowl of soup.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then last week Fred didn't bring a soup, but he talked about soup.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that counts at least.
Kind of.
And he brought up, like I said, the taco soup. He brought up some good soup. So
yeah. He talked about really good soup. I mean, he talked about broccoli and cheddar too. That's been a recurring one on here too.
That's a very popular. It's a very popular soup.
Super good. No pun intended either. I wasn't even thinking about it. So, what do you think about your Thunder?
Dude, we're going places, man. For those Oklahoma City Thunder NBA team, we got 15 draft picks in the next 8 or so years.
Just first rounders too.
Yeah. When we're barely almost missed the playoffs.
Yeah.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's a dog.
MVP season.
I know.
If they would have made the playoffs,
yeah. I mean,
think he would.
Dude, he averaged like 30 a game, man. Like he was insane, and like I don't know. And I mean, Chet Holmgren, dude. I don't know how you feel about him, but I think he's gonna come in, and I think he's
good.
I think he's gonna I don't know. I just feel like he's got something. Like I don't know if you've seen him recently, but like if you know what like
muscle, didn't he?
Yeah, like if you so they compared it to what in between what Giannis looked like. Like Giannis was crazy skinny, and then he got a little shredded, and then now Giannis is a freaking animal, and he's like, he's a tank. But it was like he kind of looks like in between what from skinny Giannis to bulked Giannis.
Yeah, I think they got a good team. I think Chet's gonna be kind of like I don't know, the generic answer is like a KD because it's like, oh, he's skinny and can play really good offensively. But I legitimately feel like he can. Like I don't think he's gonna be a huge defensive presence, but I think. I mean, he physically, yes, he will be a huge defensive presence, but I think his rim protecting ability is going to be good. Showed it in college. He can obviously score the ball. I think it's going to be a crazy good team.
I'm really excited for it. I'm excited what Sam Presti, the general manager, has been doing with the team. I mean, I was in shambles, of course, when you stole KD from us.
Yeah.
I still remember texting you the day that happened. Immediately, guys, when this happened, because Matt's always been a Warriors fan, I've always been a Thunder fan. So if you guys don't know, there's a big rivalry between the Thunder and the Warriors. And when KD left to go to the Warriors, I was like, the NBA's over. I was like, this just isn't fun anymore. And then Westbrook kind of brought a little bit of love back because he averaged the triple doubles and stuff.
That was a fun time.
Yeah.
I mean, it obviously wasn't championship Thunder team, but it was that was a cool time to be a Thunder fan.
That's what I just the entire atmosphere, Russ, and I don't know, he's a controversial player, but he made me happy.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you about something, I forget what it was. Oh, so Lou Dort, I know he's the torture chamber. I know he's got lockdown defense, but beginning of the season, right in that time, there were people saying that you guys shouldn't keep Lou Dort on the team. What are your thoughts on Lou Dort?
The thing that made me mad about that was I have Lou Dort on my fantasy basketball team this past year, and dude, he was he was very inconsistent. But the thing is, he's inconsistent on offense. He's consistent on defense all the time. So that's why I think people were arguing that we should get rid of him, is because he sometimes he has a gorgeous shot. He will be on fire, consistent,
He hit a few threes against New Orleans.
That's what I mean. He has a good shot, but it's just he can't figure it out yet. And I think it's because he's getting there, though. I think I really want to keep him because I think he's shown improvement on offense, and his defense has just stayed just as good.
Yeah.
So it's he's gonna be dude, he can lock down anybody.
Dude, plus it's I don't know, Pat Bev stayed in the NBA for 10 years.
Yeah.
Why the hell can't Lou Dort stay in the NBA?
I know, that's what and he's showing improvement on offense. He is. I think he will be there. I think he's gonna have a lot better. By the time that he retires, I hope he stays with the Thunder for however long. But I think he's actually gonna have a pretty good shot, consistent shot by the time he retires.
Yeah, I agree. I can see him winning maybe like a depoy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
'Cause it's like we had a guard win it last year
Yeah.
with Marcus Smart. Why not have it again
Yeah.
with the Dorcher Chamber?
Yeah. I love that nickname too. The Dorcher Chamber.
Man, he's a dog. He's good in the bubble too.
Yeah.
I remember his coming out party in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You guys got a good team.
I know. Speaking of basketball, dude, NKU baby.
Yeah.
Just talking about it before.
Yeah.
Got two new boys since finally we have a team now instead of just 7 people like we did
Gone
before.
from a starting lineup and a half to close
No,
to 2
yeah.
starting lineups.
Yeah, now we almost got a full squad now going. Dude, that I don't want to say I don't want to try to say his name because I already know I'm going to mispronounce it. I'll
the
wait
guy from Marquette.
Yeah, the guy from that's what I mean, but we got a big boy coming in. Hopefully he's got some good upside to him.
Yeah.
I
think he'll be good. I think cuz that's another guy that was leaving. Chris Brandon, the big dude we had.
Why is he leaving? Is he
he's graduating.
Oh, that sucks, dude. He was like the leader in rebounds last year. I didn't know he was a senior. I thought he was a little bit younger than that.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he is graduating. Xavier Rhodes is graduating. Honestly, I think we had more guys hitting the portal than we did guys graduating.
Mm-hmm.
Which was kind of crazy to me because by no means is NKU like a bad school or like they're a small school.
Yeah.
You can't debate that. So it's kind of crazy to me.
We were 16 seed. Like, that's the smallest you can get. Yeah.
It was a little crazy to me to hear some of these guys, and a lot of them were just like our bench depth and stuff like that, to hear them hitting the transfer portal. I don't know. I'm
curious. I want to look into it and see where they went. Like, I'm curious if they got to it, like they were able to go to another small D1 school, like whether it's in the Horizon League or whatever, or if they like wanted more playing time, so they like went back to D2 or like went to more of a smaller school.
One of our guys went to Youngstown.
Really?
Yeah.
Who did? Was it just?
It was Emmanuel. I forget his last name. I'll find him real quick. But yeah, he went to Youngstown, and so he's gonna be going. He's gonna be there with Gabe.
I know, dude. We're gonna have to root against Gabe.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we'll have a pretty good team this year.
We're gonna have to go to the game when Youngstown comes down here to play, and we're gonna have to heckle Gabe.
That's what I'll be sitting like courtside, just yelling. I'll just be saying really mean things to him.
That's what I mean. We just gotta because we know like we're close to him. Like I feel like we're gonna. Oh, dude, especially if Luke and Nolan went too. Oh my God, they would
right behind the bench.
I know they would just heckle him the entire game. He wouldn't be able to play. Dude. That's what I'm honestly curious how he's gonna do when he like comes back here to play.
Yeah.
For NKU, because that's a big thing on athletes too. That might be like I would like if I was ever able to interview an athlete. That might be one thing to ask them is like how do you feel like going back home like to play?
Yeah.
Like I just feel like your friends and your family like grew up rooting for NKU. Like I mean, obviously NKU was probably Gabe's like not number one.
Yeah.
But still like the area and everything. Like I'm just curious what that's gonna be like for him to have to come back and play against NKU.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially the age he's at where it's like so many of his friends are in college.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's one thing to go back to a school and it's like, oh yeah, I had friends and family that went to school here 10, 15 years ago. Like my brother graduated from here like 3 years ago. But it's like to actually have your friends like at the school currently. Yeah, it'd be funny to sit behind there, just record ourselves heckling him.
Yeah.
People are just like, man, you're kind of being mean to that guy. It's like, it's okay. No big deal. You won't take it personal or anything.
Yeah. I'm really hoping that I have more time to go to games this year.
Yeah.
This last year I was just working too much and I just didn't have enough time. And I really do want to go because like that, like I know you and Fred kind of touched on last episode, the UC game. Like that was just
so much
I know, that's what I mean. And like, but like, dude, like people will go to the games. You know what I mean? Like, could you imagine if we could get that hype, like that much hype around each game?
Mm-hmm.
Like how much fun that would be? Like that would just be like an awesome environment, I feel. And I just feel like it'd be a cool bonding thing just between the students. And like, I mean, I know the basketball team loves it. Like I know that they would rather play with the student section filled than it being completely empty like it has been.
Right.
So I mean, I'm hoping maybe, especially like we're getting some guys now and that we were in the tournament and stuff and like
damn near beat Houston.
that's what I mean. I hope we just keep build more hype around it. And our head coach is amazing too. Like I hope he doesn't leave.
We just signed him doing like an extension a month or two ago. And I think it was through like 2027 or something.
Oh, really? Hopefully, yeah. I mean, because I like John Brannon when we had him. Like, he was Drew's coach, and Drew really liked John Brannon, but I mean, he had his whole falling out with UC. But I don't know. I just hope Horn stays because I don't know. I feel like I always like seeing him interact with the students and stuff like that. Like, he always comes out with videos and stuff, interacting with like the actual campus instead of just doing basketball. And I don't know. I just feel like it's pretty good for the school.
Yeah. Try and get him on here, man.
I know. Could you imagine? Like, hey guys, welcome to the Soup Podcast.
Got
Darren Horn on here.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like the players like him too. I mean, I had Marquez on here and he talked about nothing but good with them and stuff, and it's obvious, he can coach. It's not like it's just the players or something like that. Like, he can coach. He's able to take a team like a school as small as NKU and put them on the big stage for the second year. Should have been the third, but COVID shut one down. So the second year, and it's like, that's big.
Yeah, and he almost outcoached Houston's coach.
Yeah.
What's his name? Like John Howard or something? I don't know. I don't know if that's right at all. But I
forget his name. Is it something Sampson?
Yeah, that's what it is. It's Lauren's gonna be upset at me because I always forget his name. It's like Kevin Sampson or something. I don't know. It's something. But yeah, he's a pretty good coach. But
yeah,
that's what I mean. Like Darren Horn almost out coaching him. Like we're going places.
Yeah, I agree. And it's we'll start to obviously we've been drawn from like the tri-state or the general area of Northern Kentucky for a while, but now it's like with Marquez, he's from Lexington. I don't know. We're just getting guys. I want to say, wasn't Trayvon Faulkner from like kind of farther down south?
I'm pretty sure. I don't think he was. Sorry, I just got really close to the mic. Sorry if that just destroyed anybody's ears. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he wasn't from around here.
Yeah, but yeah, it's start to draw that like getting a dude from Marquette.
Yeah, that's what.
Just drawing like more and more people to the school.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I really hope that like we can just keep making it consistently to just run the Horizon League, especially with, like I said, with Gabe being there. That'd be so funny. Yeah. Like just make fun of him our entire lives. Dude,
that would be crazy.
That would be pretty cool.
That would be really cool.
I don't know if he ever would though.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would depend on like the playing time and stuff, and what all happens at Youngstown, what all he feels is right for his career.
Yeah, I mean, whatever he does, we're gonna support it. But
yeah,
we'd love him here.
Yeah, support him to a degree.
Yeah,
we'll support him more if he does come here.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, who's your pick with the finals? Who you got winning the finals?
Oh yeah, I forgot we were talking about this before. Yeah, I got the Suns, dude. I think my thing with the Suns is I don't know. I just feel like I think it's gonna be the Suns and Bucks again. I think it's gonna be which will be awesome for the NBA. Like just kind of creating a new rivalry and stuff. But I don't know. I think KD is on fire right now, and he's doing everything for the team. Like the first game in the series, like even though they lost, but the third quarter, like he didn't shoot the ball like a single time, but he had like 9 rebounds and 8 assists in that quarter. It's like he's just like playing very unselfish basketball.
Yeah.
And I think he really wants to win one. Of course, Chris Paul needs to win one before he retires, or he's gonna be a meme his entire life. And then of course you got Book, dude.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I just think they're all gonna come together. Like I just think they got the most star power, and I think they're gonna come together. I mean, I could see the Bucks winning it too. Matt is currently dying.
Jeez.
Who do you think? Who do you got?
I was thinking the Suns. I think.
You think the Suns too?
Yeah. I think the winner of. Here's kind of my hot take. I think the winner of that series will run the West, and I could kind of probably see the winner of that series winning the finals, depending on who comes out of the East. Because here's my thing is the Grizzlies definitely are not going to the finals.
Yeah, especially with Ja now. Ja just broke his hand. Yeah.
They're not going to the finals. Love the Kings. I think lighting the beam is super cool. I think it's fun for the city of Sacramento, and I think it's even more fun for like the entire league as a whole, to see them like being like a fun team again. But I don't think they're gonna, they're not gonna run the West. It's gonna age horribly if they end up going to the finals, and I just sound like an idiot. I don't think the Warriors are gonna do it. I could see them maybe going, no bias. I could see them maybe going kind of deep because I think they're bringing their right players back at the right time. But if you can't make it past Sacramento, then there's no way you're gonna,
Yeah.
not going through the West. But like the Lakers, I don't know. I could maybe see them kind of going sort of deep. I could see them making it past the first round, obviously. But then it's like past that, it's like, well, I don't know.
They just don't really have Bron just has not been able to find a complete team there.
No.
Like, dude, D'Lo has come inconsistent as hell. Like, he literally, like, I think it wasn't the first. I can't remember what game it was. It might have been the play-in, like the one where Bron went off in the play-in. Like, D'Angelo Russell, like, sucked that game. Like, he was, like, 0 for 9 from 3. Like, I mean, something really bad. Like, he...
Might as well
I
have
don't
not
know.
played.
I know. That's what I mean. Like, I wish something... Because, I mean, I like cheering for success. Like, obviously you can have your opinion about LeBron, but I just love thinking the thought, like, I'm going to get to tell my kids that, like, I got to watch LeBron, so the better he does, like, the cooler it is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And it's just kind of sad, like, seeing that, like, he just... Like, I mean, he had the bubble
He's going
year,
after himself.
but like, he just can't. And he's like, he's still got a lot left. Like, he's still got a lot left in the tank, but he can't find a complete team around him.
No.
Now, I want to go back though. So you really think the Clippers could go that far?
I mean, I think so. I mean, here's the thing: you played Phoenix with no Paul George.
That is pretty crazy.
And beat them. And you can say like, oh, well, this player had an off night, that player had an off night. That's when people say that is the worst possible argument you could ever bring into a sports conversation. That is sports. People have off games. But, like, Kawhi played damn good. Did you see that stat that was, like, on 59 possessions that Westbrook was guarding, like, Book, KD, or Chris Paul? He allowed, like, 6 points.
Mm-hmm.
Russ is playing, he didn't play great offensively, but defensively he was doing his job.
Mm-hmm.
And he's bringing the intensity that I don't really think the Clippers had before. And then I think you get Paul George back, and, people could say what they want about Paul George, but I like Paul George. I think he can still play at a very high level.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they have a deep team. I think they are still missing, like, a piece. I don't know what the piece is.
Yeah.
But, like, I think they are built very well to go as far as they can go. I think there's just, like, a little piece missing. I think the winner of this series could seriously dictate who definitely wins the West, but possibly who wins the finals.
Yeah, I do agree with, like, kind of the deepness part because, dude, I really like Trey Mann coming off the bench for the Clippers. And, Reggie Jackson's still killing it, too. The only thing that sucks about the Clippers is whatever happened to John Wall? He just didn't even play this season, did he?
No. He got traded.
Did he get traded?
He got traded or I don't know, because I was looking at Houston's roster the other day because I was thinking about, like, who they could draft and stuff. And I saw John Wall on their roster. I was like, well,
so
okay.
He's back there.
Yeah.
Dude, they just keep giving him money for him to not play.
Yeah.
That's one of the saddest things because, like, we're UK fans, so, like, John Wall was an animal. And, I mean, he was pretty good in the NBA, but it's just, like, I don't know what he's doing. Like, is he just, like, I mean, I just don't understand how he's making, like, $40 million a year, and he hasn't even played. Yeah. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, he had, like, 2 good games at the beginning of the season with the Clippers when Kawhi was still out. And I was like, damn, like, healthy, or, like, John Wall producing semi-good, PG and Kawhi obviously going out there and playing good the rest of like they always do. And then the bench being as deep as it is, I was like, this could be a crazy team.
Yeah.
And then, like, John Wall goes back to being the past John Wall of the 2 years that have been going on. And then, yeah, I don't know. I think they got a good team. I think people want to think the Clippers aren't as good as they are because, A, they're the 5 seed, and B, it's the Clippers, and people just want to look at their history and be like, well, they've never done this and they've never done that. And it's like, well, I don't know. Bringing history into a conversation about the present is just not relevant.
Yeah, I could see. Like I was saying, I'm curious. I do like your arguments for the Clippers. I don't see them getting past Phoenix.
No.
I don't think they can.
I think
Phoenix will pull it together.
yeah. I think Phoenix can win it all. I don't know. I do think Milwaukee's probably going to be Milwaukee or Boston are going to be out of the East, but I think probably Milwaukee more than Boston.
Yeah.
Cuz I don't think the Sixers are going to make it out of the East. I mean, I like Joel Embiid, he's playing good, but like that roster's like 3 guys deep. And then it's like, well, then you got I don't know. I really can't even think of like a Sixers bench player. Don't they have like Shake Milton
on Sixers?
Yeah.
They have Maxey too. No, Maxey's starting now.
Yeah.
Maxey was the 6th man for a while, but he's starting now.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think that roster's deep enough. I mean, Maxey, Harden, and Embiid work great, but it's like, well, that doesn't really do much in the playoffs.
Yeah, Harden's questionable too.
Yeah. And even the Celtics, I don't doubt them, but I just question them because it's like they arguably have the best roster in the NBA. They've got, JT, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams. You still got Al Horford, who could do pretty good.
I can't believe he's still kicking.
78 years old.
Yeah.
Then you got Malcolm Brogdon coming off the bench. You got Peyton Pritchard, who had a triple-double in his last game of the season, and he's serviceable coming off the bench. It's like you got so many weapons. You have like arguably the best team in the NBA. And then like the end of the season, regular season, I feel like they just fizzled.
That's what I feel like that happened. Like that's happened the past few years. Like it's just like they have like because they made the finals last year. Yeah. That's what I just feel like that team always has so much promise, and then they just like they will fizzle out at some point where it's like, but it's like a gut wrenching fizzle out because it's like how how does that happen? Like it's just like they're completely on top, and then the next game it's just like everything is completely lost and all alarms are going off and they just can't do anything.
I know they beat the Bucks last year, but didn't it take them 6 games and like the last 2 were without Chris Middleton, and I want to say the last one was like just Giannis. I think Drew Holiday might have been out.
Yeah, it was.
And I think that game went to overtime.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, I'm not saying the Bucks shouldn't be good, but it just blows my mind. Like the year they won the finals, where it was like, you looked at the Suns, it was like they had Mikal Bridges, they had Cam Johnson, they had Ayton, Book, Chris Paul, like they had a really good team. And then it was like the Bucks had Giannis, and maybe I'm just underrating. Like, I don't know. I don't watch a ton of NBA, but I don't watch enough Bucks basketball. Unless it's like a highlight or something. And it's like Drew Holiday I know is good. Chris Middleton I know can be good. But it's like when you compare those 2 teams in the finals, it seemed like Phoenix should have won.
Oh, I agree. That's what I mean. Well, they were up, weren't they? I think they were like, they were up 2-0, and like dude, like I remember watching that game and like when they won and like just seeing just like how destroyed the Suns looked. Like they just like they were sad. Like they were really like, because I think they were just confused too. They were just like, how did we just blow this like that bad?
Well, the game 5 was the last one in Phoenix, I want to say. Yeah, game 5 was in Phoenix, and that was the game where it was like, I don't know, I want to say Phoenix was up like 13 or something in the game. Like in the first half. Is
that the game where like Giannis like blocked Ayton? Like that was
that was game 4.
Oh, because that was insane, dude. When that's what I mean. That why I'm saying if the Bucks and the Suns play each other in this finals, like it's gonna be great for the NBA because like that was like a really good NBA finals.
Yeah.
Was the Suns and because there was some chirping and like the Suns are always chirpy, but it was a really good NBA finals to watch.
And it was like I've seen people saying that finals was like the worst finals of like the past 5 years.
I don't get that. I think
that was probably the
awesome.
most competitive one.
I know.
Like the past 5 years, because I don't know. Last year's it was like Boston. Boston was up 2-1, something like that.
Yeah, and then the Warriors came back.
Yeah, and it was like even when it was 2-1, I was like, well, this. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a Warriors fan, but I was like, this still feels like it's 1-1. Like it doesn't really feel like Boston. And then Steph comes out in game 4 and has like 46. But last year's didn't feel super competitive. I mean, it was good. I enjoyed watching it, but it's because my team won. So obviously I'm going to enjoy watching it. The bubble one I don't think was that entertaining because it was just Jimmy Butler versus the Lakers.
Yeah, I do think that the beginning of those playoffs were pretty fun though, because it was just so surreal. Like it was just like, what is happening? But I think there was a lot of competitive game, dude. TJ Warren going off in the bubble too.
50.
Dude, that made me so mad because I took him in fantasy basketball
Yeah.
the year after because I thought that he like found something, but no, it was just strictly the
Yeah.
bubble is the only reason that he was good.
And then because the beginning of that playoffs, it was Miami and Indiana in the first round.
Yeah.
Because the storyline was like Jimmy versus TJ because they had issues in the beginning of the season against each other. Sixers, Celtics. It's like the beginning of the well, it wasn't the beginning of the Simmons downfall, but I don't think Ben Simmons played past game 2 of that series. I mean, yeah, those playoffs were. I think the bubble was so much fun.
Yeah, that's when Chris Paul was still on the Thunder.
Yeah,
I
Thunder
loved that dude. I loved Chris Paul on the Thunder. He brought me I loved him on the Thunder. I knew that we would. I thought he was gonna retire at the Thunder because I thought that he was just pretty much done and was just gonna like I don't know, just come hang out at OKC. But I remember like dude, he was fun to watch. He was just clutch sometimes for us, and it was just I don't know. Like I feel like it made me appreciate him a lot more.
Yeah, I feel like you guys had a kind of a similar team to like the Nets back in like 2018 when it was like D'Lo, Karis LeVert, some of those guys. It was just like a fun team to watch, and it was like I don't know, you obviously didn't expect them to go win the finals, but it was still like, yeah, I'll tune in and watch these guys because it's like it was a young Shea, Lou Dort, you guys had Dennis Schroeder, Chris Paul, Steven Adams was still there. It was like a fun team to watch and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. The East is just not that competitive this year. I don't think. I think it'll probably because Boston's the 2 seed. I'm pretty sure Milwaukee's the 1, so it'll probably just be those two.
Yeah,
conference finals.
That's how I feel about it. Now I got a question for you though. Connecting NBA back to NKU, do you think we'll ever see a player from NKU go to the NBA? I know it's kind of sorry to interrupt you after I just asked you a question, but like I know that it's pretty much all on chance. Like because I mean, look at John Morant with what Murray State. Like it's all kind of chance, but like, do you think we would ever be able to sniff someone out like that?
Here's the thing. I think we could. I think Marquez Warwick is like genuinely a good basketball player.
Oh, I agree.
And people can say what they want about like, oh well he didn't play good in like the first round. If you watched the entire season that came before that first round, you would know that he plays ball.
Oh, I know, dude. And he's been a lethal shooter for a while. Like, I mean, I know that he struggled a little bit in the first round, but like, dude, keep on shooting the thing.
Exactly.
Like, it was awesome. Like, you're not gonna win unless you keep shooting the thing. Like, it was just like I don't know. It made me really happy that like we were trying that hard. Like, and Quez has just given us a lot of hype because like he tries and like he was and like dude when he's on though like he will be banging them things and it's like I do
46 this year.
I know I do think he has. I think he has like potential to play up there, but my thing with like the question that I asked you is I just don't know if we have like the media buzz. You know what I mean? Like because like he dropped 46 this year, but it's like that didn't really like catch any buzz anywhere. You know what I mean? Like,
but then you see that shot he had against Cleveland State. It was like birthday buzzer beater. That created media buzz. I mean, he got on ESPN for that. We made the tournament, and obviously he didn't play up to his standards in the tournament, but it's still like people see him, like they're gonna look at that roster. Real NBA scouts are gonna look at that roster and be like, I'm gonna go check this guy out. I'm gonna go watch this player. But I think him and Sam Vincent, I think definitely have what it takes to get to the league. I think Sam could be a damn good two-way player.
Yeah, that's the big thing about Sam is defense. Like, dude, that UC game. Crazy. How many steals did he have? Like 6 or something. Like he was
had like 4 blocks.
That's what I mean. He was an animal against UC. Like, and he was good all year. Didn't he win? I think he was nominated for Defense Player of the Year in the Horizon League.
Yeah, I think he was like second team all defense or something like that.
Yeah,
might have been first team. I'm not for sure, but I mean, yeah, I truly think that those two could. And obviously, like they're the 2 stars, but it's like I'm not gonna say someone. I mean, I hope someone coming off the bench does become an NBA player. I think it'd be awesome, but like I'm not gonna say like, oh yeah, 12th man is gonna be an NBA player. But like, I legitimately think that they have what it takes to do, to get there.
Yeah,
'cause it's like there's definitely teams that need two-way players.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam can score too. It's not like he's just putting up like 12 points and a couple steals. He's going out there and putting up like the Horizon League tournament. He had like a game where I want to say he had like 23 or something. He's like the leading scorer and then had a few steals too. It's like he can still, give buckets while guarding your best player.
Yeah, and he's just gonna keep getting better too.
Right. Because he's
gonna be a junior this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Quez's ability to score is, definitely tops in the Horizon League.
Yeah.
I think it's because this year it was tough to get that notoriety because of the dude from Detroit, Mercy, who almost broke Pete Maravich's record.
I can't remember his name.
But it's tough to beat that story because
Mm-hmm.
everyone's paying attention to that and all the media's around that because it's this record is huge.
Mm-hmm.
It's scoring is the first thing you think of, and so obviously everyone's paying attention to that. But yeah, I think this year especially Quez could put definitely the Horizon League on notice.
Mm-hmm.
I think he could probably put some scouts on notice.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. I want the Horizon League to be put on notice. I
Yeah.
understand we're a small, don't get me wrong, we are 100% a small conference, small D1 conference, but like we were talking about it before, dude, we got some dogs at NKU. We have really good athletic programs. We're just all the way from golf to esports, softball, just like we were saying, just had the double
Baseball.
no-hitter. Baseball's made they're 21-13 right now. They're killing it. That's what I mean. I don't know. I just wish that the Horizon League got a little bit more respect because I feel like we would be I think compared to everybody else, and we're playing other D1 teams too. Our softball team plays UK here soon.
Yeah.
And it's if we beat them, we're just
Today.
I think it might be today.
Yeah.
Because I know Darren Horn's throwing out the first pitch.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know that they're starting the series off, but so hopefully our girls can dominate them. But it's just that's what I mean. I feel like we have a good presence here, athletic wise.
Yep. I think we win a tournament game or two. Obviously get to the tournament, but I think we win a tournament game or two, and I think it's goes from because I don't know, it's like Butler,
Mm-hmm.
before Coach dude who was coaching the Celtics a couple years ago.
Oh,
Brad Stevens.
Yeah, Stevens.
Before Brad Stevens, it was nobody really thought of Butler that much.
Mm-hmm.
And it's takes him to the championship, almost win. And it's
That blew up Butler, yeah.
Yeah, blew up Butler, blew up Brad Stevens to the pros and stuff. Gonzaga, Mark Few.
Mm-hmm.
Gonzaga was not really a known program at all. And then Mark Few's there, and then it's that program becomes top 5, top 10 in the nation.
Yeah, and Gonzaga's school is the size of ours.
Yeah.
Just I mean, there is a chance, dude. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of potential here, and I don't know.
I agree. I think it's just not the, because I don't want to say it's as rare as the stars need to align, but I think we've got the pieces. We got good score, we got a good two-way player. Hoping through the transfer portal we can add more depth and experience. Because I'd rather get juniors, maybe a couple seniors through the transfer portal than get a freshman or sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sophomore I'd even be fine with that, but it's I'd rather get experience because we almost won that game against Houston. So it's you add some experience in there, and then it's completely different team. But yeah, I don't know. I could see a couple guys going pro.
Yeah.
At least testing the waters, seeing what happens and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Drew was always Drew McDonald, who is one of the best NKU basketball players of all time.
Yeah.
And who I'm related to, and I always talk to him about it, and he was really close to testing overseas water.
Mm-hmm.
He went over there and he played in Barcelona, and he played in a few other places too, and he did enjoy it over there, and he was pretty competitive over there, but I think he just, I don't know if his time was done with basketball.
Yeah.
I wish I was able to talk to him more about it. I think he actually got more of an opportunity around here. I'm pretty sure he works in some marketing or something like that, but he was really close to testing overseas. But I just think that's the biggest thing is he was statistically one of our best players of all time, but he just didn't have the size of the NBA players though, because he was a big man here, which he was 6'7". So that's what I mean. That could be a big man for here, but that's not a big man in the NBA. And he had a strictly big man game, so that's why he never made it. But I feel if we got if we got lucky with like a John Morant, like somebody crazy athletic like that or something, that's just a freak. Like I feel like we might be able to have somebody go to the next level.
And I think it's like, I don't know. I think Drew was here in like, I don't want to say like the awkward time of the NBA, but it was like skill sets were changing. It was like becoming a much higher like shooting league, and it was like, no disrespect to him, obviously he was a great player. Like he dominated in his time, no doubt dominated.
Yeah.
But it was like, it's tough to change your skill set from like dominating the paint to like, well, we want you to start stepping out and shooting more threes, just in like an off season. Like you can't do that. And, yeah, I think the skill sets now though, like, I think having a dominant guard in college, or having the ability to score very well in college as a guard is like going to help you a lot, because that's applicable on every NBA team in the NBA, or every NBA team, because it's like there's always so many guards in the draft, and it is tough because of that, but like you'll get your name out there if you can score the ball and you can facilitate the floor a little bit. But yeah, I think it'd be cool to see one of them go, especially get one on here.
Yeah, could you imagine that?
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Quez brought this up too. He was talking about like guys like Damian Lillard or like CJ McCollum. Like,
they came
from mid majors, and it's like, you know, they could score the ball in college, and you know they felt they were under recruited, and you know, he was saying the same thing. He's like, I feel like I was under recruited. Like obviously I love NKU, but I think there should have been other teams that were offering me. But yeah, I think that we could have a couple guys, definitely.
Yeah, I'm just all excited. I just I just like where our athletics department's at, and I feel like it's always going upwards. I haven't felt it go backwards once yet.
No.
Like even like that's what I mean. I've been a fan since when Drew was a freshman, like 2013, 2014. No. Yeah, 2014 was his, because he was a fifth year, and 2019 was his last year. But it's just only gone up from there. Like I just like where everything's heading. So hopefully we could get some pro athletes, like whether it's in tennis or golf. Like I mean, anything. Like I just feel like it'd be pretty cool for the school.
Yeah, it would be cool. I'd like to see, like, it's obviously not going to happen while we're here, but like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 years down the line, getting a football team here.
That'd just be really hard.
I think it'd be super hard to do.
Yeah.
I think that would be like completely game changing, because it's like that really puts a school on notice, because it's football draws in so much money, especially college football. That'd be crazy. And
Could you imagine having a college stadium here though, like a big football stadium? Where would we put it? Where would it be at?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know where you would put it at. There's not really, just
unless you get rid of
middle of campus.
Yeah, unless you get rid of like the fields that they have by the dorms. That's like the only place that I could think.
Yeah.
Like where we had like the Victor Day or whatever that was. Like they built something there, but I don't even know if that would be enough space.
Yeah, because it's college. I mean, college stadiums are so big. It's like 80,000, 100,000 people. So you're going to need a lot of room.
Yeah.
And then even then, it's like still right by a road. So you'd have to probably clear out that road to make more space. And you got dorms. You probably have to clear out those dorms. Yeah. I think it'd be very tough. But I'm just saying, like, down the line, that would be super cool.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Could you imagine just like the Norris on a helmet?
That would be
like Victor on the helmet or something, and like just a big like thing of Victor in the middle or something. That'd be pretty funny.
And it's like, it's a good area too to like draw recruits from, because you got Beechwood, you got Highlands, you got Covcath. I'm trying to think of other places. I don't know. You have like enough around here that you could probably recruit.
Yeah, you could even pull people from like Trinity, like Louisville Trinity.
Oh, yeah, Trinity.
Yeah. All those down Bryan Station, all Saint even Ohio schools too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a good area. You can definitely get guys.
And with the Bengals being so good, like football's just gonna keep growing here. I feel like.
Yep. I mean, you got Michael Mayer.
Yeah.
To Covcath.
Hopefully he comes back. Hopefully he comes back home.
I'd be so happy.
That would just be a perfect but I don't want to be mean, but dude, that dude from Georgia,
Darnell Washington.
Yeah, that guy who's like 6, like I don't even know, he's so tall.
6'7".
And yeah, like 6'7". That's what it is. Yeah, I mean, if we could get him,
Yeah.
I kind of would like him over Mayer, but if we get Mayer, I would love to have Mayer too.
Yeah. I think they both have like Darnell Washington would be cool because it's like his athleticism would, I think, fit our team super well.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like Jamar's super athletic. They're all super athletic, but like Jamar, T, you know, Tyler's pretty athletic. Joe's pretty athletic.
Yeah.
But it's like, I think he'd fit our offense really well, and he'd give us kind of like Hayden Hurst. Like Hurst wasn't like, I don't know, like a Gronk or anything where you were like, all right, sit here and block. It'd be like a Kelsey in the fact where you could put him out on these like 15-yard routes and be like, go run that. And
Yeah.
he's like going to.
Yeah.
But Mayer would be cool because it is like, you know, hometown boy. He's a big dude. I mean, he's seen as like one of the best tight end prospects in NFL, like in the past 15 years.
Yeah.
So it'd be cool to get him. But dude, I think it would kind of be neat if Bijan's there. Robinson. Yeah. If Mayer's not there, it'd kind of be cool.
That's
to
what.
Bijan
Yeah,
Robinson.
dude, and everything going on with Mixon too.
Yeah.
Dude, I wish we could have kept P. Ryan.
Yeah,
That
I was
would've been
really
big.
sad about that.
Yeah.
Because
He apparently didn't want to leave though. He he did want to leave, but like he came out in an interview and was saying how like Denver and Cincinnati offered about the same amount of money, and he was like just saying how much he loved Cincinnati and stuff, but he said what it comes down to is that Mixon's getting paid more, so they're automatically gonna run him 90% of the time just because they paid him more. So like it's just like he was just kind of very real about it, and like it gained my respect for him. But he was just like, trust me, I didn't want to leave. Like he was like, if there was a perfect world, like I would have been the starting running back for the Bengals. But he was like, just with how everything was going, I know that I was gonna have more opportunities with the Broncos. So
yeah, he should have been the starting running back. Man.
yeah, he did
After
a lot
that-
better than Mixon last year.
After that game against like, I don't know, he had a pretty good game against.
Didn't he have
Kansas
like a
City.
3-tutty game?
Oh yeah, against I think it was Pittsburgh.
I can't remember what
I don't
exactly.
know, but it was like, yeah, it really would have been nice to keep him because then use him as your feature back. But then if you get like a Bijan Robinson, it's like still someone that you can have teach your new guy, teach your young guy. I think this will be, even if we don't get Robinson though, it's like Jahmyr Gibbs. You know, there's that dude from Tulane. I don't remember his name, but there's a good. I think this is gonna be like a historical class.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean, Will Anderson's a stud. Will Anderson apparently is like comparing him to like Sean Taylor, saying like he has a chance to be like one of the greatest safeties of all time.
Yeah.
So whoever gets him, like that's gonna be pretty crazy for them.
Yeah, and then you look at like Jalen Carter. Obviously, he's in a little bit of murky waters right now, but he's a stud still. You look at cornerbacks. Christian Gonzalez, you got like a loaded cornerback class too. It's like wide receivers. That's something that I've been like finding crazy. Is people like, this is one of the worst wide receiver classes.
Dude, it's really not, and that's one thing that's awesome about, because I'm a Falcons fan too.
Yeah.
We're taking a receiver. We have to. Like I think we're gonna run with Desmond again this year. I think because like there's really been no rumors about us taking a quarterback or anything. So I think Ritter's gonna be our quarterback this year.
Yeah.
And I think they're just gonna try to get weapons around him, and we're gonna get that Jackson Halula from, or however you say his name, from Ohio State.
Oh,
the
Jackson Smith and Jigba?
Yeah, whatever it is. Like, so I
Yeah,
just
he's
completely
a beast.
butchered that.
No,
but
it's fine.
but like, you know, I got the Jackson part right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm excited for like this. I do agree. I think this draft's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, I don't know, last year was obviously a very defensive heavy class because quarterbacks sucked. But it's like this year I feel like it's very even across the board. It's like you got good quarterback prospects, got good defensive prospects. It's going to be cool. And then, or even like, there's a safety. I want to say he's from, Brian Branch.
Oh yeah.
That like I've seen in a couple mock drafts coming to Cincinnati. I think that'd be cool too.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're gonna roll with Dax Hill as like our safety.
And then who's the guy that we signed from the Rams?
Nick Scott.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like also getting like Brian Branch, who's like, I want to say he's like 6'5". Like I think he's like crazy.
So just big boy back there.
It's just like Derwin James kind of. But it would be cool to get like him. and then have like a huge safety in the back too.
Did you see the news about Cheeto?
No.
That like apparently he's like gonna be full go for the beginning of the season. Like they like apparently like his schedule and like his rehab like hasn't missed a step.
Yeah.
So like he's gonna be ready for the season. Dude,
He's
it's
so good.
dude, I know. I
He's
could
so
not
good.
wait for him to come back, dude.
Can you imagine if we had him like in the playoffs this year?
I know.
In the AFC Championship?
I know.
Would've been
And like, dude,
completely
he's
different.
a dog too. He's one of the best corners in the league.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited for the Bengals this year. I hate to cock ride, but Joe's gonna dominate, dude.
I think he is too.
I think he's gonna have an MVP. I think he's pissed that they didn't win last year, and I think he's just also like pissed that he played fantastic last year, but was third in the MVP. And
Yeah.
I think he's gonna have an MVP season.
Dude, and it's like last year, like the first 4-ish games, it was like new O-line that's getting meshed. Joe is, for some reason, they limited the play call to like 6 plays in the first
Yeah.
4 games of the year. Joe was coming back from that like appendix surgery. Dude, it's like this year, like call me crazy. I think this could legitimately be an MVP year.
I agree, and I think especially since I know we might get Bijan in the draft and stuff, but I think they are doing everything they can for Joe to just take over and just control everything.
Yeah.
Like that's what I mean. Like because I think before, like we were saying how good Joe Mixon was. Like before last year, Joe Mixon was really good, and that's why we signed him to the big deal and stuff. So we were like, okay, well we have a dog at running back and quarterback. Like we're gonna be able to run and throw the ball. Which I know you need to be able to do both, but I think now without Joe Mixon's, I think we're going to get a cheap running back, and I think we're going to be throwing the ball like 75% of the time.
If we can just get like a good blocking running back, I would be more than happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
Who can just like
That's what was good about P. Ryan, dude. He would just block, and then he would just spew out to the right, and Joe had a safety outlet. Like it was so good.
Exactly. You didn't need like he didn't run like 4 yards a carry or anything crazy, but it was like when he ran, dude.
He was
He's
mean.
a monster.
Yeah.
He kept running even when there was like 6 defenders just grabbing him.
Yeah.
That's the thing I don't like about Joe Mixon is he gets like ankle tackled all the time, which bugs me. But then like when he gets tackled, one person hits him and he just drops.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're not gonna make your money if you just don't run through it.
I know.
But I think I think Joe's gonna have a crazy good year. Especially if Jamar stays healthy all year, I could see Jamar taking like a offensive player of the year or something like that. Because it's like, I don't know. He might not have as crazy of numbers as like an offensive player of the year normally does.
Because
But like, I think our offense is gonna be stupid good.
Yeah. I think, dude, all we really need to do, I think if we win one, like I think if we win the Super Bowl, I think we'll be able to keep T and Jamar.
Oh yeah.
I think because I don't know if they'll want to go and have any, because I just think winning a Super Bowl is just so important to like team building and just being a team. Like I think like they've always said how the receivers are not selfish at all. But if we win one, like I think that'll staple it down. Like I don't think T is gonna go anywhere.
And I don't even think really Jamar will be going anywhere because it's like, I don't know. Obviously he's a good receiver. I'm not saying he's not, but like I feel like you just have to be kind of dumb to just be like, well, I got drafted to the same place as my college quarterback, and we've been tearing up the league for 2 years.
See ya. I'm going to go ahead and go someplace else, yeah.
I'm going to go catch passes from 30-something-year-old Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to get a bag.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's going to be a crazy good team this year.
Yeah. It's going to be – the sports are looking up in Cincinnati other than the Reds.
Yeah.
The Reds are just even though, we have some young players that are good. We're doing okay now, but the thing that's just bad about them is just ownership. Like, we're not going to do anything if we still have Phil Castellini as our owner. It's just we're just going to be mediocre at best until he's not the owner. So that's what kind of sucks. And it's kind of sad being a Reds fan. It's kind of the Reds culture is just dying more and more.
Yeah.
And it's just very sad, but hopefully we come back at some point. But everything else, like I said, NKU, dude, we're looking up. Literally, like UC basketball's looking good. Like
football,
Bengals. That's what I mean. Yeah,
good.
Everything. Like that's what I mean. Everything else in this area, sports are looking good. And that's
what's basketball.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that till now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got plenty of talent in the tri-state. Just in 15 minutes from here, we got plenty of talent. Well, thanks for coming on, man. Thanks for talking some sports.
Just end it so abruptly like that. I guess we did just kind of. Sorry whoever stuck out this episode and doesn't really like sports much.
Yeah.
We just kind of. I mean, hey, that's just our thing.
Yeah. Cry about it.
Yeah, they could just cry.
Well, thanks for coming on, man.
I appreciate it, dude.
I will make sure to start talking to more people more often. So
Hey, I'm not. I
didn't see you in a while.
I know. I wasn't trying to be mean.
No,
I was
that's
just saying.
I think I am kind of a hermit. A little bit of a hermit, you know?
That's kind of good, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's fun.
That's true. It is a lot of fun.
Yoda was a hermit. Look at him, dude. I mean,
same level, man.
I know.
Yoda.
You're literally, you and Yoda are the same person.
Yeah, he moves things with his mind. I lay in my bed and watch, like, I don't know, a bunch of YouTube. All right, well, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks, dude. Gotta dap it. Oh, that was bad. No.
There
we go, baby. That was
good, man. Back-to-back episodes with a good one.
I know, that was
Let's
really
go.
good.
All right, well, thank you guys for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode.